This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. Go to the link in the description below so they know that I sent you. Alright, so we're about to start another traditional draft for Ravnica Allegiance. That means best of 3. If you were here on Twitch, you can click on their logo below here on Twitch. Click on it, it'll take you to the website they know I sent you. Same on YouTube, except you can click on the link in the description below. Now let's jump into this traditional draft of Ravnica Allegiance. Getting near the end of this format, we do have our win percentage back up to 16. Just barely. 16. 60. 16 would not be so good. So this is a pretty strong pack. Got Trollbred Guardian, Orzhov Enforcer, and Gutter Snipe. All cards that I have first picked in this format before. Question is, which is the best? I'm kind of leaning towards the Guardian. I mean, it just is such a powerful finisher. You know, this is nice removal. This can trade for anything and leave tokens behind. I think they're all pretty close to equal in how good they are. Yeah, I think we go with the Guardian. Now I wish I'd taken the card that would have gone good in Orzhov, the Death Touch creature. Because Imperious Oligarch is really good. I don't really like Gyre Engineer in this format. It just dies way too easily, and yeah, I mean, there's reasons to ramp, but frequently you're never going to get to. I mean, it's not a terrible card or anything. I just don't think I want to take it here. So I would probably take the Admonition. That's probably what I'm going to do, is take Admonition. Yeah, maybe I can consider Gyre Engineer. Good morning, Bitterblade. I'm going to go with the Arrester's Admonition. Okay, so you've got Rhythm of the Wild, a card that I like, but it's kind of underperformed because you can draw it sometimes. You really need to play it earlier. It's not very good, basically. I'm leaning towards the Ceratok here. Just a great creature. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to grab a Grasping Throw here, I think. We could also grab a Guildgate. That's never a terrible plan. The Grasping Thrall isn't in either of our colors, but it's good enough that maybe it pulls us into them. I'm really wishing I was Orzhov. Now, look at that. Imperious Oligarch. Okay. Let's go with Beastmaster. Well, blue does not seem open at all. That's for sure. We could easily be red-green. So maybe I just take the Vandal here. Yeah. Okay. Probably just take another green card here. I'll take the Boar. 2 drops are important. Yeah, I'll take another one. What? Man. Arena, you silly thing. Orzhov Enforcer still being there is, like, kind of insane. Take another Boar. Alright, so I'll take a Scuttle Gator there. I've liked the Brush Strider more, somewhat surprisingly. Caretaker. Basically a mono green deck at this point. Maybe I should have taken Gift of Strength with that in mind. It's not like it's not playable. Okay. Well. Grotesque Demise is really good. We could go Golgari in a set that doesn't support Golgari at all. It happens sometimes. You could also just take the Biomancer, who has some, you know, it's a nice card. It's not exciting, but I think it's better than the Wayfinder. Or any of our other options, really. Other than Grotesque Demise, which we really could consider taking. I'll take the Biomancer. Okay, so Here's a Skewer the Critics. There's also a Biogenic Upgrade, which is tempting. We already have lots of +1/+1 counter stuff going on. Well, maybe not lots, but we have some. And obviously it's good with that, but I think we're going to take the Skewer here and see if we go into Gruul. Okay, so this is a hard pick. We have Frilled Mystic and Jurta Goblin. This may be the pack where we finally decide what we're going to do. I just feel like our red cards are better at this point. I mean, the Vandal's not great, but Skewer the Critics is really good. Biomancer and Restore's Admonition are fine, but they're not incredible. And I think Frilled Mystic in a vacuum is probably the stronger card. But we're not in a vacuum. And we haven't seen blue be very open, really. Man, you gotta go with the Mystic. I like that card too much. That's the tiebreaker. Hello, Tronon. This is another good pack. Rhythm of the Wild and Enraged Ceratok. I think I'd take another Ceratok. There aren't that many cards for our deck that I would take over Rhythm, but Ceratoks are some serious business. Like, difficult to stop, hit the opponent really hard, efficient. I like it. Oh, there's another sign we should have been Orzhov. Here I think we take a Titanic Brawl. We're not exactly high on removal right now, and its removal that'll be pretty good in our deck. Okay. So here's Bullrock Clan Crusher. I think that's another good card to make us be pushed into red-green. Okay, Sword from Hybrid being here is pretty great. You know, Rendhorn, Rebel Slinger are good, but they're not as good as the hybrid. I did see the new troll, yeah. It's like a 5-mana 6/5 that makes it so your bigger creatures can't be blocked by creatures with 2 or less power, I think. Maybe. Something like that. Probably Gruul Guildgate here. Yeah. Make our mana a bit better. Yeah, sure, I'll take a Wayfinder. Green is just so open, and other stuff isn't. I'll take Collision Colossus here. Like, we could still almost be a mono green deck. Would I rather have a Gruul Guildgate than another Burning Tree Vandal? I think I would. Yeah, we'll grab a Wrecking Beast. I'm not 100% sure we play it, but we'll grab one. Okay. So, Repudiate, Replicate really isn't that exciting, unfortunately. I mean, if our blue-green, you know, it's a fine card, but it's not something really worth splashing to me. RJ, thanks for the resub. I might just take another Clan Crusher. How many cards do we have with counters? 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 right now. So maybe I should just take another Titanic Brawl, which also is better with +1/+1 counters, but, you know. Yeah, Vandal's nice. Yeah, I could take a land. You know, I mean, we're still not sold on what our second color is 100%. But the blue cards here aren't good either. Simic Guildgate, I mean, we're not going to be able to splash freaking Frilled Mystic. So I guess maybe we could take Repudiate, Replicate. If we do play blue-green, then it's pretty okay. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, well, all right. So we've got Savage Smash here, which I think we just have to take and, you know, go back on playing blue together, potentially. But Savage Smash is really good in this deck, so. Okay. So, let's go ahead and cut this, and the Mystic, and the Grasping Thrall, and so we can see more easily what we're looking at here. Well, we don't have a lot of high curve creatures right now. So maybe we want a Rendhorn or a Recluse. I think we want the Rendhorn more. I think the +1/+1 counter synergy in our deck helps it sort of win here when considering both cards. There's another Skewer. I think that's what we take here. Okay, so we could take a guild gate. The problem with a lot of these cards, if you can only play the first half, at least it cycles or something. Not the case with Repudiate, Replicate. I mean, it doesn't have... The Repudiate side is going to come up occasionally, but it's not going to be worth it a lot of the time. Now, it's pretty hilarious against, like, Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Yeah, that's it. Ill-Gotten Inheritance, but I don't think that's enough. And we don't have anything blue that's easily splashable. Like, you know, if Frilled Mystic was splashable, I might take a Simic Guildgate here. But I think I'm just going to take a Gravelhide Goblin. Passing the 2 Rhythm of the Wilds kind of hurts right now. I'll take Rebel Belt Runner here. I like a late Sword Form Hybrid, thank you. Frenzied Airings or Skewer the Critics. It's a tough choice. I think it's Skewer. It's not as tough as I thought, I guess. Okay, I'll take another Brawl. Take a Brush Strider. Yeah, if I had those 2 Rhythm of the Wilds, I'd be pretty happy right now. I still think our deck's okay, but Rhythm of the Wilds would have been nice if I weren't a fool. Okay. Oh yeah, you're not making the cut anymore. We don't need Ceruli. I have 4 Brush Striders. I don't think we're actually planning on playing all of those. Probably need to cut a 5-drop. Yeah, and probably not running Wrecking Beast. May not run Scuttlegator either. I don't think we do. I think lowering our curve is probably a good call. Then we're going to cut at least 2 Brush Striders. At least. Yeah, so we have plenty of creatures. Enough that cutting 2 here might be the plan. Yeah. +1/+1 counter-wise, we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe we can cut a Titanic Brawl. We have enough other removal, and the same is maybe true for Bulwark Clan Crusher too. I mean, granted, the nice thing about him is he still has decent stats no matter what. But I think with all the removal we have, we can lose 1 Titanic Brawl. It's probably just not that good. Not for us anyway. And maybe a Boar. That still leaves us with 2, 3. Nah, we probably want. Oh yeah, that still leaves us with 6 2-drops. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's plenty. All right, I think this is probably our deck. I think the spoiled cards for the Spark so far are super exciting. I'm always excited for new limited format, and it looks like an interesting one. Yeah, that Boros 2-drop is nasty. Red and a white for a 2/2 with haste that basically has heroic. When you target it with with a spell, it gets a +1/+1 counter and scry 1. I think the design's pretty cool. They found a way to fit +1/+1 counters into every single color, and because of that, you know, the way they've managed to put. God, I always want to call it populate. I can never. I always have to look it up again when I'm like writing scripts and stuff. I'm like, what is it called? It's not populate. But whatever it is, the +1/+1 counter multiplying thing. Ooh, not so good. No, I'm not talking about a mass. I'm talking about the mechanic proliferate. Yeah, well, Conrad has said it now. So I think this is a mulligan. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, I'll take it. I'm going to put that on the bottom. We need more creatures. We do have plenty of them. Yeah, Rhythm of the Wild, man. If we had 2 of those. The 2 we passed, I mean, we took really good cards over it, and I didn't really... Like, I kind of felt like it wasn't that likely we'd end up in red-green, but then we did. So, there you go. Ooh, that's really nice. It's always nice to draw a 2-drop when, like, you don't have anything to do in turn 2. Just makes things feel a lot better. All right, they're having a nice slow start, which I think we should be able to punish here. I think going with the counter here is more worth it. There wasn't really any reason for me to rummage there, and there might not be a reason for us to rummage for a while. So if they just pass the turn here, I think I just keep attacking them and pass. Like, you know, they could be trying to use Thought Collapse, so... Okay, well, that works too, I suppose. So we're not doing anything else with our mana this turn. So I think maybe attacking with Burning Tree Vandal is worth it. I could also just skewer this, but then I can't attack this turn anyway, so... Yeah. So yeah, we'll attack here, and... I'm going to decline. If they just take 5 here, I'd probably do skewer the Forbidding Spirit. Alright, so yeah, I think we skewer that Spirit. Let's pay the right amount of mana. So, drawing a land for Trollbred Guardian would be pretty nice here. There's so many more cards than we do. It's not usually a good thing. I guess I'm kind of glad they used that. I can actually just kill it in response. I think that's what I'm going to do. Wait a second. If I use Titanic Brawl now, does my Burning Tree Vandal stay dead forever? I kind of think it does. I feel like that's what happens. Is that only Oblivion Ring, or... It doesn't stay dead forever? Alright. I was having doubts, but... we'll see what happens. Chat says it doesn't work that way. Yep, you were right. You were right, sir. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to discard this Rebel Belt Runner. And no, I'm not. It seems like a fine thing to play right now. Yep, you were right, Conrad. It does live. There's some older exile effect that the way it's worded, I think it is Oblivion Ring. If you remove your Oblivion Ring in response to the trigger, the card still gets exiled. Right, well, they're just spinning wheels, basically. Man, if they hadn't returned that Rubble Belt Runner, this would be lethal. We're not going to discard. We'll play Rubble Belt Runner. Yeah, if that's all they got for us, they're in some trouble. So I can just win here either way. It'll be lethal either way. All right. Don't think there's any reason to sideboard there. But yeah, there's some sweet cards in War of the Spark. The spells deck looks super real, which I'm always happy about. Wow, where's our opponent? I guess you have like 3 minutes to sideboard or whatever. All right. Man, I wish you were going first, but this is still a really good hand. Yeah, we took a Ceratok over one of those, who's its, Rhythm of the Wilds. Wow. Okay. That's always fun. Yeah. Especially Collision Colossus. It's probably the biggest loss. Oh, good. High alert. So it's only combat damage, which means I can Savage Smash this now. We don't have anything else to do anyway, so I think it's worth it. High alert deck it is. High alert decks are scary when they come together. The good news is Ceratok is super good against them. So I could play Gruul Guildgate and play the Runner, but I think I need to play the Ceratok. Yeah, there'll definitely be more Planeswalkers than usual, but a lot of them are just like average cards, and I think people are going to overrate them a little bit because of that, because they're going to see them as basically a lot better than I think they are, just because they're Planeswalkers. So, okay. So we are in a race here, and it's not one we're going to win at this point. We'll need to bring in our giant spider, that's for sure. Alright, let's go with the Beastmaster here. It can definitely help push lethal through. I mean, we're going to take 9 right here, so our chances of finding a way to win this one aren't great. Skewer the Critics might get us there. It would definitely help. Ah, poop. Let's see what we draw, but I don't think we have a way to beat that now. I mean, we already only had a slim chance, but yeah. So yeah, we want our spider. I think that's probably it. Cut a Crusher. Let's hope they don't get high alert again. Ugh. Right, that's better. It is a little slow for us. Maybe there's a 2-drop or a 3-drop on top of our library. If they get another really fast high alert start, we're in trouble. I feel like we leave the skewer on top. Could be wrong, but I feel like that's the thing to do. Now, we could try to get something else so that we can have a faster start, which may just be necessary to win here. Heck. I think we really need to either hit a land or an early creature, so I think we needed to bottom that. Because if we don't do that, there's a good chance we just die. So we did draw a 3-drop. That's weird. For some reason, Tronalana thought what you had typed there needed to be approved by me. I mean, I have the basic like filter on. I don't know what about that. I don't know what about it made that happen, but don't play high alert. Don't play high alert. Don't play high alert. If you don't, we have a real chance here. Like in game 1. I think if they don't draw high alert, we have a really good chance to just win, actually. That's interesting. We have a free attack here, so I'm going to take it. Maybe we get in for 3, but if we don't, it's whatever. Yeah. All right. So we'll play our friend the Ceratok again. Don't have high alert, please. I can at least Savage Smash the Courier out of the sky this time. Which is probably worth it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Twitch was offended by. Oh, that's a problem. The only good news is our Ceratok can't be blocked, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so I could actually attack with both without much risk. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I guess I can block the Watchdog if they ever have their high alert, but alright, so we have Skewer ready to go, but with Resolute Watchdog in play, things are a little complicated here. I guess I could just kill the Watchdog. Maybe that's the best move. Yeah, let's do that. Man, it's a quiet Saturday morning in here. Not as many viewers as usual. Sunday morning. That's what it is. Alright, there's high alert, but I think we can beat it this time. As tempting as it is to play the Guardian, I think the biggest play here is to go Savage Smash. Kapow on that Courier. Attack for everything and get in for 9. Seems pretty good. I do lose a creature, but with Enraged Ceratok in play, I think we're a little more secure in our situation. James Boring. Yep, I'll be doing, as usual, my full set review. It'll start, I think the 15th is when the whole set no, that's Passover. I think the 19th is when it gets spoiled. I have the Passover date in my head as well. Interesting. Yeah, that's not good. Here I was thinking we might have a chance, but we still do because we drew our other Ceratok, actually. Puts in at exactly 9. I'm already writing up my thoughts and stuff about all the new cards. I'm already at like a 25-page Word document. It's crazy. I write a lot in my life, between writing lectures, doing academic writing for journal articles and whatnot, and scripts for YouTube videos. Okay, so I don't think I'm brave enough to take it. There's one card that could just solve this situation for them. And I think, you know, the Brush Strider can't attack anyway, so let's just let him get out of here. Glad you enjoy the videos, James. Yeah, I like doing them. But yeah, the set review should begin on the 19th, if that's correct. Pretty sure it is. This set review, this set spoiler season has been a little different, mostly because they're actually spoiling every card, so it's pretty nice. All right, so they're going to arrest his admonition. Man, that's not good. There goes that plan. Guess we replay the other one. But we're in a world of trouble now. I didn't know I could do that. That's what right-clicking does. So we're going to have to take 6 here and go down to 5 if we want any hope here. So that's what we're going to do. They could have the card that gives a huge toughness boost, which would have been bad, but they didn't have it. So, okay. We're at exactly 5. We actually have a chance if we play our Brush Strider here, because it'll gain us life and be able to block the wall. I wish I could also play the Vandal, but maybe it can help push through lethal next turn. So we go to 7. God, I wish Naturalize was in this set. Alright, yeah, that will do it. Starting out 0-1 isn't ideal. I mean, I think our deck did a pretty good job of doing what we wanted to. Our opponent just had an awesome high alert deck. Yeah, the Archetype Guide is really part of Limited Review Week, too. Yeah. So we kind of need lands, but we don't need a ton. I think it's a keep. All right, so hybrid. We did draw land, so we can try to curve out here. As usual, there's basically no reason not to attack here. You know, we can threaten a trick. Maybe we get in for 2, in which case I think we'd be pretty happy. I'm going to go with the Vandal here. It can help us find a 4th land. I could chuck the Rendhorn, for example. Could be another high alert deck. You know what I forgot to do for this stream is... Ooh, that's not good for them. Is, I don't think we actually need to chuck anything. Is post about it on my YouTube channel or on Twitter. So we're not going to discard a card. Thanks, though. So I think we just play Brush Strider now. After this game, I'll post about this stream being, you know, happening. Okay, so I think we attack again. I think I might discard a Territorial Boar. Fair enough. So much for discarding. So I think right now Boar is actually better than Hybrid, because if we draw a 4th land, it can attack as a 3/3. Hybrid, not so much. Okay, I mean, I think we can race that pretty effectively right now. So we didn't draw the land. We could just skewer and attack for 7, but I don't think that seems worth it. Getting in for 5 without having to use it is pretty close. I think we want the Wayfinder here. Because if we can hit a land or 2, we're in business. Yeah, those are our options. Bunch of lands. Alright, there's our 4th land. So yeah, I think we play our Ceratok here to pump our boar. We knew we were going to get that land, by the way. Alright, everybody... Yeah, Wayfinder, you don't really need to. Maybe you do. Yeah, get in there, man. Get in there. Yeah, drops them to 2, so they're dead to skewer on our turn, even with the life gain. So provided they don't... they can gain life in response, but it might not matter. Yeah. Do we want our spider? I don't know that I saw enough to want to do that, but maybe we have. Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be... All right. All right. That would be a keep. I think playing the boar first again makes the most sense. Especially because I'm kind of willing to just make this trade. I think that's probably what I do. Yeah, so we'll trade. Okay, so I think we'll play our Rubble Belt Runner. Grotesque Demise. Yeah, no huge surprise there. So this time we're not pressuring them, and that is not good. Just in case you didn't know. We still are going to have a pretty formidable board presence before long. So I would like it if they played a flyer here that I could just collision, like a... That'll work. Gaining the life is annoying, but... Alright, so we're going to... I guess we'll wait till the end. Yeah, then we will collision. And they're pretty much out of gas over there. They're trying to rely on Ill-Gotten Inheritance doing all the work for them. But I think given what we have, there's a chance they can't do that. So next turn we can adapt this and play Swordform Hybrid, or adapt it and use Titanic Brawl. Either option's pretty exciting. That's less exciting. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I just attack with the hybrid and trample over for 5. Because we got to kill this thing somehow. Thank you for the follow, Trump USA. I could also Titanic Brawl it with my hybrid, just to kill it and then attack with Trollbred Guardian. That might be the best choice. We do have another hybrid, so... Let's hope they don't have a combat trick. That would be backbreaking. Looks like they may. Oh, crap. Backbreaking indeed. So much for that plan. We'll just play our hybrid now. Another one. One card in their hand. Had to be a combat trick, you know? Alright, so... I'm going to attack here with the hybrid. We're going to adapt it so it tramples over for 4. Now there's no Death Touch creature over there, and he's about to be a 7/7, so... I need them to stop drawing real cards, though. Okay, that may not have been a real card. That's good. It could also be something that will kill us at instant speed. Kill our Guardian, that is. Well, maybe not. Okay. I think I'm just going to attack with the Guardian here so that I can play this Clan Crusher. Alright, they take 7. Wonder if they have Consigned to the Pit in their hand and that's what they're waiting on. Another land for. Wouldn't be good. Okay. So getting back the Death Touch creature is not a lot of fun. Man, that is some aggressive attacking. Okay. So you trample right now for 5. So I can just attack with everything here. You trample for 5, but they're also going to gain 1 life back. So it won't quite be lethal. Interesting. So... Oh no, you trample for 5 and then, yeah, it is lethal. Because the other creatures too. Yeah, throwing a counter at the Enforcer would be okay, but I think we win either way. There we go. Alright, up to 1-1. Ooh, that's a nice hand. And we can just play a couple of Enraged Ceratox. Those do some nice work. We also have 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, and obviously curving out is pretty ideal for us. It's a good way to punish decks trying to do silly gate type things. Doesn't look like that's what our opponent's doing though. So do I just trade my board here for this thing? I kind of think I don't. Mostly because I'm about to play Ceratox on back-to-back turns. So, yeah. Okay, well that's not great for us, but yeah, that's another build around enchantment that you have to beat by being fast, and I think we got a chance making that happen. So we're gonna attack with both of these. If they trade for a Brush Strider, I'm pretty okay with it. Next turn we can make this a 3/3 again, and hopefully the Ceratox won't be blockable. That's the dream. The Ceratox that can't be blocked, excuse me. Yep, still the case. So we'll play the other one, attack with both. Now all we have is a handful of lands, unfortunately. But we are pressuring them pretty effectively right now. Makes it more difficult for them to do silly things with Dovin's Acuity, that's for sure. Alright, now they have two of them. We can hit them super hard here, obviously. So that was a risky move on their part. Darn. Okay, so we're just going to attack for 8 here. And hope we still have lethal next turn, because... yeah, we don't want all these lands. Whoa, looks like they might attack me. I think they're just too slow. I can't imagine... they may be about to prove me wrong, but I can't imagine finding a way to make Dovin's Acuity... yeah, save them here. We just had... you know, the double Ceratok is not something you want to be looking down in most cases. Most cases. Still a little coffee left. So, I mean, I think this is a pretty good matchup for us. These slow Dirtly decks have a hard time. Maybe they're siding into a less... into a faster deck. Wouldn't be the worst plan. Yeah, War of the Spark will be an interesting set with all the Planeswalkers. I think the designs on them are really cool. The idea that they have static abilities is really cool. I kind of feel like it's almost kind of... like, the fact that all of them have static abilities kind of... it seems... I don't know that I feel like all of them should have them, but... you know, it's good in a lot of ways, I think. They're going first, huh? Yeah, I think we have to mulligan this then. Right, this is okay. We really need to get a forest, but even if we don't, we can at least buy some time by skewering something. If they have a start similar to last time, we'll be in trouble this time because we can't pressure them. Unless we draw a forest. If we draw a forest here, we can probably start to pressure them. Crap. There it is. There's a decent chance for Quench here. I could play the Wayfinder. It's probably a little safer. Yeah, I'll do that. No Quench. Do I want another Sword from Hybrid or a land? I think we're going to want a land at this point. We'll grab the forest. Alright, so... we'll attack with our Wayfinder. They trade. We'll play our Beastmaster. Seems like a good savage smashable creature. There aren't that many things that can play for this amount of mana that don't just like die to a savage smash on a Gruul Beastmaster. Death Touch would be annoying, but they're not in the Death Touch colors. Fair enough. Bounce my guy. Gal, actually. so we didn't get to take advantage of their mana screw at all because of our slower start. But they haven't drawn either of their... About to play Dovin's Acuity. Yeah, I was about to say. They haven't drawn any of those yet. But I think they just did. Alright, so... Beastmaster's attacking. Then we shall play our hybrid. Skewer, skewer. We have a bunch of direct damage. This isn't quite direct damage, but trample, you know, we basically have 10 extra damage in our hand. Which is always nice. Okay. Ooh. We're gonna have to get rid of that. Ooh, okay. We definitely want to, but I think just playing Trollbred Guardian here is really good. I could still attack. I mean, they would have to trade both their creatures, so... I guess giving it trample is nice. Yeah, if they double block there, works for me. Of course, they're drawing more cards than me, so maybe I should be less willing to trade, but... So they're steering down at least 7 damage. And yeah, it's hard to want to play Dovin's Acuity when that's going on. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. At least it gains you a little bit of life. Yeah, so they're gonna play one Dovin's Acuity. Do they have the other two? Yeah, we're in some trouble here, I think. The longer this game goes on, the worse things get for us. So, alright. So I'm going to play Trollbred Guardian again. Yeah, that whole cycle of Mosswort Bridge and the like... can't remember the exact names of the other ones, but the whole cycle is a pretty cool cycle, I think. The hideaway mechanic. Do they have another bounce spell, or what? We really don't want them to have a bounce spell. We don't even have to do that much damage to them because of the cards in our hand. We just have to do enough. We have to do the same amount, but I mean my creatures don't have to. They don't have to do everything. Good chance I just play the Vandal. Now I think I definitely play the Vandal. With haste. That's going to get us in for 11. I could also just attack and then use one of these. Hello, Twilight Pony. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, yeah, so we're going to Savage Smash. And thank you for the bits. And then Vandal with haste. Alright, they scooped. Works for me. Yeah, that's just not a good matchup. Like, when you know, it's happened to all of us where we have a Dirtly deck and then we end up against a Gruul deck that's, you know, the fun police, basically. Alright, so we gotta win one more to break even. Let's hope we're playing against another deck that's just trying to build around a wacky enchantment. I guess High Alert is a more aggressive deck, so maybe not that one. All right, this is a good hand. Potentially another 2-3-4 hand, and we're on the play. We do need to draw Forest by turn 4 to be able to do 2-3-4. There's an okay chance we do that. See? What told you? So yeah, we're looking at a 2-3-4 start, which is always pretty good. 2-1 with Scry. Oh, no. Oh, my. These Ceratoks have definitely been our friends. So this is a free attack, as I've said. I can't block this anyway. If they decide to just take the 2 because they're worried I have a trick, that works for me. And if they block, it doesn't matter. So... I think we just play around Thought Collapse here. Because if they just didn't... If they're just not going to do anything... See if we can draw out. Okay, Fairy Duelist. Works for me. Now we know our Enraged Ceratok can resolve. And none of those creatures can block it right now, so it works for me. I came back to Magic after not being in it for a long time during Theros, so yeah. I did play in Theros, but kind of at the end of the limited format. Alright, so we could try to play around a counterspell by playing something different, like this Burning Tree Vandal. I think that's okay. Like, if it resolves, it's going to be relevant, you know. Yeah. It's just not... It wouldn't have been great. And obviously our Ceratok is great on this board state. Okay, so they are a High Alert deck. I'm reasonably confident here. I mean... About the situation. We're going to attack. Still can't block it. And then I'm going to play another one. We'll be pretty close to lethal this next turn, thanks to Skewer the Critics and, you know, difficult to block creatures. Alright, yeah, we got there. So, Spider? Yeah, Spider. And... yeah, we'll cut the Crusher. It's just not that great in our deck, unfortunately. It's some nice reach, but... yeah, I stopped playing Shadowmoor. From, like, Shadowmoor to Theros I didn't play, which is several years, obviously. Basically, I didn't play at all when I was an undergraduate, or very little in college, for one reason or another. Alright, this is a good hand. Red mana would be nice. But the fact that we can go 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop without too much effort here, we just need to draw another land. That's pretty nice. Our mono green hand. So we haven't drawn that land yet. They got High Alert a lot earlier this time. Okay, so I think we attack, play this Gruul Guildgate, and play Territorial Boar. Next turn I play Psychotog, Ceratok, and pump both my boars, who they won't really be able to block. They could have Quench here, but I don't think we can afford to play around anything this time. Yeah, it's kind of nasty. So 8, so crap. I have to kill one of these, which I can do for only 1 mana, so I guess there's that. And then we play Brush Strider, gain a little more life, hopefully. Alright. So we can haste in Renhorn next turn, and that seems like a pretty decent way to win. They about to bounce something. Oh yeah, that's true. They didn't untap. They probably forgot it can do that like I did. Okay, so you can do 7 to me, which still keeps me at 8. See if they have a way to do more. Okay, well, I think we go for it with the haste here. This time they can untap one thing. You can't be blocked at all. I think 5 gets through no matter what. Do they have a Thought Collapse for that? No. Yeah. Haste. Everybody attack. They can only untap 1 creature. Oh, crap. Yeah, that should win them the game. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, good hand. Not as good as some of the more ridiculous ones we've had, but 2-drop, 3-drop, a spider who can actually block those annoying creatures. Take this free attack again, and then I think we play Rubblebout Runner. Let's hope we don't see a high alert here. There's our friend Ceratok, but we can't actually play him now, so we may as well just attack with both. They are untapped, you know, they've got Fairy Duelist. These are all things, but not things I'm too concerned about because Fairy Duelist can't take down Rubblebout Runner. Alright, so I think we play another boar. And maybe we just pay 1 here for our skewer. Nah. Not yet. So yeah, we need to draw a land. Darn. A land would have been good. Well... I think I'm actually going to skewer the messenger. So I can kill the token. I think that's probably worth it. Giving up a boar for. Wow. No double block, huh? I'm a little surprised by that. Alright, there we go. There we are. So Ceratok number 1 comes down. Everybody attacks. That can, anyway. So I'm actually going to kill the Pegasus because that results in the fewest blockers. So if I kill the messenger, it will replace itself. Yeah, the Pegasus can't do that. So I'm going to kill the Pegasus. Enraged Ceratok is definitely the MVP so far in this deck. Oh, that's okay. We'll be alright. There's a 5th land. I think we play Ceratok again. Yeah, you can kill one of them. Oh, that was bad. I should have killed the duelist. I don't know why. I thought I could kill... Wait. Why didn't I kill both? Did I divide the damage weirdly? Huh. Okay, so... we are going to attack with Enraged Ceratok, who can now be blocked by crap. Alright, so we can't really attack profitably here. I wish I'd gotten rid of that Fairy Duelist. Right now I want to get rid of that Windstorm Drake more than anything. Yeah, removal would be great. Right, let's try to go wide here. Oh, yeah. So I couldn't kill either. I don't know what I was thinking. You're right. Yeah, that's a big boy. I'm in trouble now. We have to find a way to deal with that Gate Guardian, Gate Colossus, whatever it's called. I can't even attack with Hybrid right now because Gate Colossus is so big, he can just shrug it off. They have 4 blockers, and yeah, I can't do enough damage. However, another Hybrid being in play will help with doing enough damage, I think. That Windstorm Drake is doing some work, that's for sure. I wonder if they have a bounce spell. Yeah, attack with more. Attack with everything. Oh, come on. There you go. So I could try to kill it with my spider, but they definitely have a trick, I think. So definitely, I think, you know, contradiction of terms. Ah. Well, that'll be useful. Nope, no deface. Well, maybe I did pick up a random one. I wouldn't side it in for just one Gate Colossus, though. It's worth noting. Alright, yeah. So, good chance they have counter magic. We're going to try to play our Guardian anyway. Oh, looks like it happened. So they have 4 blockers, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. We get in for at least 5. Unless they have something going on in their hand. I think maybe I should wait another turn. These guys having trample will be a big difference, so... Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't attack then. I really need a removal spell for that Drake. It's making my life real difficult. Up to 15 they go. Hard to beat that, the amount of life they gained. Yeah. Right, we're going to block here. I mean, Mammoth Spider has been weakened, so we may as well. Oh yeah, this is the 3rd game anyway, so even if I did have Deface, it doesn't really make a difference right now. Yeah, block there. Oh, hello. Well, our chances of winning out of nowhere are not so good as they were, because they gained 15 life. The Colossus helps a little with that, but I don't think it helps enough. We're just going to attack with everything. We're dead in the air next turn, so if we can't win now... well, hold on a second here. I do have Collision. Oh, yeah, I have Collision. That's interesting. Okay. Guess I'm just going to use it now. Weakens everybody. Means Gate Colossus is the only thing that can block my Ceratok. Ah, oh, crap. That 6, 7... Not quite enough to kill us, but close. Really? 3, 6. You're only doing 10 here. 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's just 10. And I can actually make it less than 10. They are able to untap one creature, but... That would have been nice if Savage Smash showed up there. I'm going to hold on to this card. It doesn't do us any good to play it, basically. Alright. Can we trample for the win here? I don't think so. Interesting to untap the thing with 1 toughness when I have tons of trample going on over here. I mean, yeah, you can just block the Trollbred Guardian, but like... they probably have enough. Whichever one, you know... Maybe we can get them to block with everything. Oh, except we're like dead to Gate Colossus either way, right? So, yeah, we can't do enough. We can only do 10. Only. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can still block with my Ceratok. I actually think we can survive another turn. Wow. How about that? Because this can still block. We can block Gate Colossus with it. And this can still block one of the flyers. So we'll take 3. I think. We did lose our trample on Sword Form Hybrid. Okay. Block there. Oh, yeah. Math. You're right. High alert indeed. Man, 2 and 2. I mean, you know, it could be worse. Definitely. We have time for another one on the bright side. Yeah, let me update my stats here.